Do you truly want to know who you are walking with in life? Do not look at those who stand beside you. Look instead at those you admire. I was an emperor. I was surrounded by men, by voices, by constant examples. Many noble, many corrupt, many loud. I could have become like what surrounded me. Instead, I learned a discipline, to choose. Each day I held on to one thing only, not an entire person, a single trait, the courage of a soldier who did not complain, the patience of a teacher who did not humiliate, the quiet dignity of an ordinary man, because fixing your gaze on the faults of others hardens you, but contemplating a virtue makes you akin to it. There is a law that works in silence and never rests. Your soul takes on the shape of what it contemplates with reverence. Others need not be perfect. A single good trait is enough to point the way. Remember this: what you admire in others is what you are training within yourself. Choose your examples carefully, because whether you wish it or not, you will become what you look at. Now observe closely. Many believe they admire freely. In truth, they submit. They admire those who appear invincible, those who gather approval, those who speak the loudest, those who seem always confident, always victorious, always exposed. But tell me, what are you truly admiring? Virtue or effect? Character or outcome? There is a difference few are willing to see. You can desire an outcome without being willing to become the kind of person who deserves it. From this false admirations are born success without measure, freedom without discipline, confidence without inner work. And meanwhile the soul is distorted, not enlarged, agitated, because you admire what you cannot sustain, what you cannot imitate without losing yourself, what you cannot carry without breaking. This happens when brilliance is confused with worth. I have seen men admire power and become cruel, admire glory and become hollow, admire strength and lose all measure. Not because they were wicked, but because they chose their examples poorly. Remember, not everything that shines is worthy of contemplation, and not everything that earns applause deserves a place in your soul. To admire without discernment is already a form of slavery, and no one becomes free by looking in the wrong direction. Now I will tell you how to choose well whom to admire. Do not ask who succeeded. Ask instead, who would remain upright if success were taken away? Because the true measure of a person is not what they obtain, but what they do not lose when they obtain it. I never sought perfect models. I sought stable traits. The patience of one who endures without hardening. The restraint of one who holds power without displaying it. The firmness of one who acts rightly even when no one is watching. This is the measure. Admire only what you could carry with you, even in loss. For what you admire does not remain outside you. It becomes habit. And habit becomes character. It trains you, it shapes you, it accustoms you. If you admire what depends on others, you will become restless. If you admire what depends on yourself, you will become steady. This is how I lived. Each day I chose a single example, not a whole person, a single trait, one person's courage, another's composure, the ability to remain human amid fatigue. I carried it with me as one carries a standard, not to judge others, to correct myself. For dwelling on faults makes you bitter. Dwelling on virtues makes you better. This is a silent practice. It is not announced. It is not displayed. It seeks no approval. But it works deeply. And with time, something simple happens. You begin to resemble what you contemplate. Before I leave you, remember this. You do not walk with those you meet. You walk with what you admire. Your soul takes its shape from what it looks at for a long time. Choose, then, examples that do not agitate you, but order you, that do not intoxicate you, but make you more just. Because in the end, you will not become what you desire. You will become what you have chosen to honor within yourself, and this, each day, is in your hands.